Open up the bus doors. Ha! It's my school, come on, load it up.
7:40 a.m. our day begins. Sunrise like smiles on all my friends. Find your classroom, hey, how's your summer been? Sit yourself down now, let's begin learning.
Hello, students of Bunsold.
I'm Troy.
I'm Nick.
I'm Lexi. And I'm Ashley.
Have you heard about that new office worker?
Yeah, I think her name is Mrs. Steve.
She's really cool. Now here's Parker interviewing Miss Steve.
This is Miss Steve from the North Office. What do you like about working at Bunsold?
I actually love the students here. It's been refreshing to see the young kids that are coming up through and just being able to work with them. Love the office staff as well. Mrs. Paro, she's amazing, and Mrs. Koffenbarger, love her too. So all the staff is amazing. I love the students the most though.
What are the responsibilities of being a staff member and office personnel at Bunsold?
Yeah, so quite often, you'll see me working in the lunchroom. So I do cafeteria duties, but I'm also responsible for a lot of other things. Pretty much anything that needs done in the office, I do that. If a student forgets something, I try to deliver that to them. Making copies or covering a classroom, or like right now, I'm covering a peer tutoring class. So I just do a variety of things. Basically whatever needs done, I'm more than willing and happy to do it.
Did you have any jobs before you working at Bunsold?
I did actually. I worked at Marysville High School for 16 years and made the transition over to Bunsold.
When did you know that you were going to be a teacher and that you wanted to be a person working at high school?
I would say when my girls were little, before they were actually born, I was an EKG technician at a hospital. And when the girls were born, I was able to spend about 8 years at home with them. And then when they started getting to school age years, I started thinking, I would really kind of like to be on their schedule. So I started looking at working in the school system. So I started subbing, and that's where I got hired on at the high school full time. Thank you. Have a great day.
That was one fun interview. Speaking of fun, are you guys excited for the pep rally?
Yes. When is it?
It's on February 3rd. I wonder who will be performing.
Let's find out with Karis interviewing Mrs. Meister.
Hi, I'm here interviewing Miss Meister. Thanks for answering.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
So, how long have you been preparing for this pep rally?
Well, the pep rally is on February 3rd, which is a Friday afternoon, and I just sent out the email this week, so it'll be about 2 weeks that we'll prepare and get everything planned and get a schedule ready for all the teachers and the students to be ready to participate.
What is your favorite thing about pep rallies?
My favorite thing about the pep rally is that you get to see a lot of the talents that students have, been working so hard on, whether it's sports or we're going to have the mini swingers perform, which we don't always get to see them at their competitions. We're also going to have a teaser of the musical, so it's just an opportunity for, all the staff and students to see what the other students have been working so hard on outside of the classroom.
And what will the students be doing this pep rally?
Well, students who aren't in mini swingers or in the musical or on a sports team, they will be participating with some of the cheerleaders, doing some cheers. We're also going to have a 3-point shooting contest like we did last year, so we'll be looking for lots of volunteers for that as well as staff. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, sounds fun.
Thank you. No problem.
That was a great interview.
Speaking of great, who else enjoyed that snow day? I sure did.
I played Madden Mobile the whole time. What about you guys?
I watch TV.
I had basketball practice.
Let's find out what other students did on their snow day.
Hello, Bunsold Middle School. I am Myra Somerville, and I'm here with Stephen Cowan to talk to you about snow days. So, Stephen, what's your first reaction when you find out school has been canceled because of snow?
Well, I'm usually really tired, so I'll be really excited and happy, but then I'll fall asleep.
Okay. Now, do you love or hate snow days, and if you hate them, why?
I don't hate and I don't love snow days, because you're happy on one hand, but you don't see your friends on the other hand, which is depressing.
That is.
Yeah.
Now, what do you normally do on your snow days?
I'm usually laying in bed, taking a nap, you know, the basic stuff, texting people, fun time.
Now, if you could choose for the rest of your life to have snow days or to go to school, which one would you choose and why?
I would pick to go to school because friends are there, you get to be smart, etc. Coolest kid on the block, senor. Rita.
Thank you, and back to you.
Wow, thanks for that great interview, Myra. Speaking of great, have you guys heard about the student section?
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
Let's go talk to Mason and find out.
Alright, I'm here with Miss Parthmore. Gonna talk to her about the student section. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What exactly is the student section?
So the student section, or the mini pit, we're still trying to come up with the best name for it, is the section that the students were already doing. And then I noticed during a couple of the games that some of the kids were trying to organize themselves to, you get themed nights and that sort of thing. So some of the kids said, can we please just, make it official? So we've created an area, and there's some kids that have taken a leadership on that, on planning some themed nights for the games, and to lead the 7th graders. We've had the 8th graders who've taken a lead to kind of lead the 7th graders and really make some noise and support our teams out there.
Alright. How did you come up with the idea for the pit?
It's what goes on at the high school, and a lot of high schools across the state of Ohio have student sections. And what we're trying to do is, encourage good sportsmanship and encourage participation in our sports programs and supporting the kids that are on the court, and that's kind of where it came from.
And can anybody join the pit?
Absolutely. Come to the game, sit in the student section, and you are more than able to join the pit.
Alright, well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Does anyone like history?
I do.
So do I.
Let's talk to Chandler about the World War I simulation that World Studies just finished.
Hello, I'm Chandler White, and I'm here with Mr. Sakamoto. First question, what is the purpose of the World War I simulation?
The World War I simulation, so in World Studies, one of the things that we have to cover is World War I, which was a huge event in the grand scheme of things. So that's just a kind of more engaging, exciting way to cover the war.
How do students interact with each other?
So all students are put into groups and they're assigned a country, and we have 16 countries in total. And then throughout the war, it's a 5-day simulation. Throughout the war, some countries will join one side, the Allied powers, some countries will join the other, the Central powers, and by the end it's just two sides fighting against each other.
Why do you do the simulation on World War I and not other wars?
It's easy with World War I because in World War I there was really no bad guy. Like, for example, I wouldn't feel comfortable assigning a student Germany during World War II because it's like, okay, now you're a Nazi or something. So I don't want to do that.
Okay. Do you think the students enjoy the simulation?
I think they do. I think it's a break from the usual day-to-day in the classroom type thing. It really gives them a chance to kind of problem solve and interact with other people, and I think they like to see the map move around and move troops, and I think it's pretty engaging for students.
Do you think it stresses any students out?
Maybe some. I don't know. Like if they're assigned to Russia, for example.
I know about that. Well, thank you for this interview.
Yeah, thank you.
That was amazing, Chandler.
Well, that's it for BMS News.
Bye.
Open up the bus doors. Hi. It's my school. Come on, load it up.
7:40 a.m. our day begins. Sunrise like smiles on all my friends. Find your classroom, hey, how's your summer been? Sit yourself down now, let's begin learning. I knew you're starting a day.